Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we'll look at how to migrate mailboxes from Exchange Server 2019 to Microsoft 365. Many organizations are moving from Exchange Server to Microsoft 365. Here are the key reasons why. Reduced infrastructure and maintenance costs. Always up to date with the latest features and improvements. Built-in enterprise-grade security and compliance controls. Easy scalability to support business growth and changing needs. Seamless integration with Microsoft. 365 collaboration tools. Secure anywhere, anytime. Access from any device. We'll begin the migration process by enabling the MRS Proxy on the Exchange server. This allows a mailbox replication request to pass through the Exchange server, which is essential for migration. In the Exchange Admin Center, navigate to Servers, then select Virtual Directories. From the list, choose EWS. Notice that the MRS Proxy endpoint is currently disabled. Let's edit this virtual directory and enable the MRS Proxy endpoint. Next, we'll create the migration endpoint in Exchange Online PowerShell. This defines how Exchange Online connects to your on-premises server. First, connect to Exchange Online PowerShell. Then, run the new migration endpoint command to create the migration endpoint. This defines the connection settings that Exchange Online will use to communicate with the on-premises Exchange server. Once the endpoint is created, we'll validate it by running the test migration server availability command. The test results show success, confirming that the migration endpoint is working correctly and ready for mailbox moves. The next step is to assign Exchange Online licenses to the user accounts in Microsoft 365. In the Microsoft 365 Admin Center, go to Active Users. Select the users who require Exchange mailboxes and assign the appropriate licenses. Once the licenses are applied, these accounts will be provisioned with Exchange Online mailboxes, making them ready for migration. Back in Exchange Online PowerShell, we'll now create a migration batch. Use the new migration batch command to define the batch of mailboxes that will be moved. To monitor progress, run the Get Migration Batch command. This shows the overall status of the migration batch. For more detailed tracking, use the Get Migration User command. This displays the migration status of each individual mailbox. Once all mailboxes are fully synced, complete the process by running the Complete Migration Batch command. Finally, in the Exchange Admin Center in Microsoft 365, you can see that these mailboxes have been successfully migrated and are now available as user mailboxes. In the EAC, go to the Migration section. Here, we can view the status of existing migration batches. Let's create a new migration batch. Click on Add Migration Batch. Provide a name for the batch, then select Migration to Exchange Online as the migration path. Choose Remote Move Migration as the migration type, and select the migration endpoint we created earlier. Next, import the CSV file containing the UPNs of the mailboxes to be migrated. Enter the target delivery domain, review the schedule settings, and click Save. The migration batch will start according to the schedule. Select the batch and click View Details to monitor progress. Here, we can see the migration status of each mailbox. Once all mailboxes are fully synced to Microsoft 365, complete the migration batch. At this point, the mailboxes are available in Exchange Online as user mailboxes. We've seen how to migrate mailboxes using manual methods. Unlike manual methods that require multiple PowerShell commands and careful configuration, Stellar Migrator provides a guided interface that automates most of the heavy lifting. Now, let's look at how Stellar Migrator for Exchange can simplify the process and make it easier. On the Stellar Migrator for Exchange console, start by entering a job name. Select Exchange Server as the source and Microsoft 365 as the target server. Next, provide the connection details. the FQDN of the Exchange server and the admin user credentials. Then validate the connection. Stellar will automatically list all available source mailboxes. You can also choose to migrate only selected mailboxes by importing a CSV file. For connecting to Microsoft 365, there are two options. Auto-registration, which enables the required access automatically once we authenticate as a global admin, and manual registration, which requires registering an app in Azure and providing application details and a client secret. In this demo, we'll authenticate as global admin and proceed with auto-registration. On the target side, Stellar lists all available mailboxes in Microsoft 365. Alternatively, you can load target mailboxes using a CSV file. The tool will automatically map source and target mailboxes wherever possible, but you also have the option to map them manually. Next, configure the migration job. Set the schedule or choose a manual run. In this example, we'll migrate all items using the date filter, include all folders, and set the maximum concurrency to 5. Review the job settings carefully, then click Finish. Finally, start the migration job. Stellar Migrator will seamlessly move the mailboxes from Exchange Server 2019 to Microsoft 365. Once the migration is complete, you can see that the mailboxes are now available in Exchange Online as user mailboxes. As we've seen, manual migration methods require multiple steps, PowerShell commands, and careful configuration. Stellar Migrator for Exchange simplifies this process and makes mailbox migration far more efficient. Key advantages: user-friendly interface with minimal PowerShell usage, automatic mailbox discovery with CSV import support, flexible automatic and manual mailbox mapping, supports auto and manual Azure app-based connections, granular filtering by date and folder, job scheduling with controlled concurrency, smooth migration with minimal downtime. With Stellar Migrator for Exchange, organizations can save time, reduce complexity, and ensure a smooth transition to Microsoft 365 without the risks and overhead of manual migration. If you found this video helpful, like the video, subscribe for more Exchange Server Administration insights. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching.